All right, everyone, let's settle down. Today we're going to be learning a little bit about cheetah conservation.
Aren't those the ones that run really fast?
Yeah, they are. Those are the ones that can run as fast as cars.
You're exactly right. Cheetahs are very special animals. I have an idea. Let's go take a look ourselves. Cheetahs are found in southern Africa from Kenya to Namibia. Their population has declined rapidly in the last 100 years. In 1900, there were over 100,000 cheetahs worldwide, but in 2012 that number had dropped to below 10,000. Because of this, the cheetah is considered an endangered species. Chances are, if we don't work to protect them, they will become extinct. Conservation efforts by groups such as the Cheetah Conservation Fund, also called the CCF, which is based in Otjiwarongo, Namibia, have worked to help the cheetah. Most of the cheetah population there lives outside of animal reserves, so they have no formal protection. The same is true of the cheetah's typical prey, like the gazelle, impala, and springbok. Because of this, the cheetah faces three major threats in the wild. First, cheetahs must deal with a loss of habitat because of the spread of human populations. Second, cheetahs face a decline in the amount of prey available to them, often due to overgrazing invasive species or because the land has been converted to pasture use. Third, and probably the biggest problem, is because of the way the farmers and ranchers view the cheetah. They believe cheetahs threaten their sheep, goats, and cattle. Because the cheetah hunts during the daytime, it makes them more visible to the farmers. When a farmer wakes up and finds one of their livestock dead, they look to find a culprit. If they see a cheetah, they blame it for the loss, even if the cheetah wasn't responsible. Then the next time they see a cheetah, they try and kill it because they fear the cheetah will harm their livestock again. Now the Cheetah Conservation Fund is trying to help the cheetah and help the ranchers with their problem as well. When a cheetah is perceived to be a threat by a local farmer, it is captured and relocated instead of being shot as a pest. To date, the CCF has relocated over 600 cheetahs who might have otherwise been shot by an irritated or fearful farmer. They are also working to teach the local people how to tell the difference between a cheetah kill and an animal killed by another predator, such as a lion, hyena, or wild dogs. They have programs designed to show families that they don't need to fear the cheetah, and also educational programs for school children to show them the value of their wildlife resources.
That looks cool. Why can't we go on a field trip there?
That would be fun, wouldn't it? But somehow I don't think your parents are going to let me take you to Africa. Now, did everyone get these copied down in their notebooks? So to review, the threats to cheetahs are the loss of habitat, the lack of prey, and the fact that they come in conflict with the humans in their area. I'm going to erase those and let's write down the things that the CCF is doing to help protect the cheetahs. Remember, first, they're relocating them. Second, they're offering educational programs. And third, they're going to do something called a guard dog program. Let's see what that's all about. Another of the CCF programs involves guard dogs. At their model farm, volunteers working for the CCF train Anatolian sheepdogs to protect their livestock. When a hungry cheetah approaches the ranch and hears these guard dogs barking and growling, they move on without harming the livestock. Then, these guard dogs are given to small-scale farmers. So far, the farmers and ranchers that have received guard dogs from the CCF have had between 95 and 100% less cheetah attacks on their livestock. They are learning they don't have to fear the cheetah anymore. To help them with their work, researchers at the Cheetah Conservation Fund use GPS and radio collars to track cheetahs in Namibia. GPS collars are being used to find the animal's home range size. That's the area that a cheetah normally travels, hunts, and lives in. The researchers look for differences based on the animal's gender, the season, and whether they're traveling in a coalition. That's a group of male cheetahs. Understanding the cheetah's home range size will also provide insight into how and why these cats come into contact with human populations. This can be used to help devise strategies that might help them decrease the amount of human-cheetah conflict. A GPS collar and a radio collar are similar in that they are attached to the cat either when it's captured for collaring or when it's being held in captivity. Both are similar in that they let researchers know where an animal is, but they're different in the way that they work. A GPS collar sends a signal to the satellites on a particular schedule, say every 15 minutes. The satellites then figure out where the collar is and send that information either back to the researchers in the laboratory where it can be used right away, or it can be sent back to the collar where it's stored in the memory. The collar is made like this one, so that it will eventually fall off, and then the scientists can go out and recover it to collect all the stored information. A radio collar is different because a person must go out and track the collar's signal to find the animal. Sometimes it's very difficult because there's no roads in the area or the ground is hazardous to cross, or sometimes because of the bad weather. These collars are also used when a cheetah is released back into the wild after being held in captivity. In many cases, when a mother cheetah is killed, her orphan cubs are taken and raised by the CCF. But without a mother teaching them, it's really hard for these cheetahs to be rewilded. That means to be taught the wild behaviors like hunting and protecting themselves that they'll need to survive in the wild. The CCF has been teaching cheetahs these wild behaviors so they can be put back out into the savannas where they belong. When they release the cheetahs, they always send them out wearing GPS or radio collars. That way they can follow them and make sure they're getting enough food and water. Sometimes they have to provide food for these cheetahs if they're having trouble, but in most of the cases now, the cheetahs are eventually able to figure it out and live the rest of their lives in their native habitat. Let's check out this video of a mom and her 2 cubs being released back into the wild. Is it okay?
Mommy.
Okay. The Cheetah Conservation Fund and many other organizations work tirelessly to help protect the cheetah population. They do a pretty amazing job, don't you think? Does anyone have any questions?
What can we do to help save the cheetahs? Yeah, we want to help.
Sure, there's a lot you can do. To learn more about cheetahs and how you can help them, go to www.cheetah.org and then click the link that says Kids for Cheetahs. You can learn lots more about them and figure out how you can help save the cheetah.